The prayer we just heard says, lead me from unreal to real. Lead me from darkness to light. They are just the words in prayer. But where is the darkness in you? Where is the false or unreal in you? That you should know, so that you can move into the real, from unreal to real, from darkness to light. If you don't know that, how would the prayer ever be materialized? Often prayer is telling God what to do. No, this is about knowing what to do. So you can do it because you are invoking the presence of God to do it. You're not praying to God to do it. This is unique difference in the practice of yoga. So God is light, God is truth. But the time-bound ego mind that has built all reactively processed, felt, and experiences of the past in the feeling body of timeless presence in the form of PTSD. Everybody has different levels of PTSD. Somebody has very intense, somebody has medium, somebody has light. So all their perceptions of reality are filtered through that. So instead of PTSD, I call it toxic memory stress disorder. It's a stress disorder, just like post-traumatic stress disorder. This is memory stress in yoga. Because memory stress is built by time-bound ego mind in its journey through time in the form of energy blocks. But this energy blocks that I am not, because it is built by time-bound ego mind that I am not. So the energy blocks, when you identify with it, you are saying, that's who I am. So how do you identify with your time-bound energy blocks? When somebody triggers those look-alike memory blocks of memory events of the past, that which was built in your unconscious, in your body, comes back on the surface in the thinking mind. And if you identify with it, you are identified with who you are not, the ego mind. Well, that is the problem. And usually in religious practices, those karmically created, reactively perceived memory events are called karma or sin. And when some people believe the sin is something that is permanent crime against God, and then you burn in hell forever and ever. That's not the way it is in the practice of yoga. Not everybody says that. Some people, somewhere, sometime. So if you understand that it is your karmic memory events, yoga says, very simple way, how to be free from suffering from the past. How can you be free from this? If you identify with it, you are it. If you identify that so-and-so abused me, hurt me, that comes from your memory past. If you believe to be so, that's the way it is. Then what will you do? You will go to the other to solve the problem. But if you don't identify with it, you will come to know that this was created by who I am not. And if you withdraw your identification with your thoughts about it, you are free from it. That's how simple it is. And sometimes in religious practices, they say that when somebody has abused you, and when you go through severe illnesses because of the stress that you created inside about it, then doctor will say, your illness is related to this abusive man who abused you. But if you want to be healed, forgive that person, and your healing will happen. And that is true. When you forgive that person, what are you doing? you are forgiving that person, and many times it works, but it doesn't work fully, totally. Why? Because when you forgive the person who abused you, was a reactive perception. It was created by your own ego mind who reactively perceived. So you are not seeing the truth. When you forgive other, you are not seeing the truth. But when you know that your time-bound ego mind that reactively perceived is the cause of suffering, when you remove the cause, the truth is revealed. So if you know the truth, truth will make you free. Not the blame, not the shame, not the forgiveness. Forgiveness does not do the same thing that truth does. When you know the truth, you were the ego mind you identified with is the cause. When you withdraw identification with it, the truth is no longer holding others responsible and blame them, or do not shame yourself. You are free, completely freed by the truth that just forgiveness cannot do. That is why forgiveness is a step, but truth is a completion. So this is what Christ meant when he said, "You shall know the truth, and truth shall make you free." This is so important. But when Christ says this way, people don't understand how to approach the truth. And what is the truth? What is false? Who is ego? Who I am? All this detail is unknown. So people cannot practice the truth. So this is why every time I quote Christ, Christ is teaching the truth, but of what is. But I am explaining you how to recognize the truth, distinguish from false, and be free. So this is so important for you to know, because every time you have reactive interaction with yourself, what are you doing? What is reactive interaction? If you like something about yourself, then you are reacting. When you don't like yourself, you are reacting. But when you witness, there is no reaction, because it is not you. That is the freedom. That is the truth. So yoga says that every time you react to someone, you are reacting subjectively from your own past. But if you are reacting from the ego mind identification, you don't know that truth. You are subjectively reacting to who or what is present now. And you are either for it or against it. Both are reaction. So ordinarily, if you are for it, it's called positive, you go for it. And if you are against it, remove it. But this is not true. For reactive perceiver, both for and against is a reaction. So this is what Christ taught in the story of Adam and Eve. So do not choose the forbidden fruit of good and evil. In reality, there is no good or evil. It says if as soon as you choose positive, good, you give birth to the negative that never existed in your world. So every time you choose good, you become the victim of evil. And every time you choose what you are attracted to, you become the victim of fear that wasn't there. So that is why yoga says witness both good and evil. You see how powerful that is? So this is what whole practice of meditation is about. You are witnessing your thoughts that are for good or against evil, that you are attracted to, you are afraid of. This is not the power of positive thinking. So you only select what you are attracted to and make it happen. And this is not a Norman Vincent Peale's power of positive thinking, even though it has place in a certain stage. But this is meditation, which goes above power of positive that comes with hidden power of negative attraction that comes with fear. When you witness, both go away. And that is God. God is not dual. God brings you to the yoga, means unified state of oneness within yourself. Ego mind lives with dualistic memories of good and evil, and that's why we suffer from it. So let's meditate. Sit up straight. Relax. Relax your shoulders. Mhm. Relax your abdomen. Relax your palms. Relax your face. Make it empty of all expressions. This is the shift from doer and achiever ego mind that functions in the dimension of time to timeless state of being present now. Because when you are present now, you are doing nothing. You are deeply relaxed, integrated, and whole. Whole integrated presence is who you are. You don't need to achieve it. All you need to do is drop who you are not, and who you are that is always present is revealed. The presence is like a silence. Like before the sound, what is present is silence. When the silence stops, when the sound stops, what is present is silence. Silence pre-exists the sound, continues to exist after the sound. It is omnipresent. That is who we are. We are like silence, omnipresent presence. When the mental and physical agitation stops, who you are is instantly revealed. Allow yourself to drop into deeper and subtler level of silence, stillness, tranquility, peace. When you forgive the abuser, you have only forgiven the half. You haven't forgiven the ego mind that you have identified with. When you drop that, you have dropped into the truth. Truth means you have forgiven the other and yourself, which is truth. And only truth can make you free. If you can forgive yourself and other, you are whole. Forgiving the ego mind that you have identified with is central to forgiving other. Jai Baba.